Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
5v5 composition that you can go with. So much AoE damage, so much AoE CC throughout all these picks. If Top Esports ever opt into, a close-knit, grouped-up 5v5, I feel like EDG just shut them out.
On cooldown.
And we've seen EDG, once again, just heavily leaning down towards the spot side. In their last game, I said all road, like it always leads back to bot for EDG. And they're just doubling down on this.
And Scout's here as well. He's got flash, he's got everything. Jackie is doomed. With the flash down, Scout secures first blood and the Frozen Thralls on top of Mark. Scout with a double and EDG blow this series open to start.
If my words can come out correctly today, because now Top Esports trying to contest and trying to retake some of this vision in the bot side.
But Scout won't let him. I mean, hang on a minute. Tien, no. Well, maybe a bait. Let's turn it around, but never mind. He walks even closer. That was part of Spring Tien, Lyric. And I just got him out.
Esports, but I feel like once Viper and Mako roamed around and they realized, hey, Top Esports finally not exactly here. It's Jackie now.
Walking in as well. Maybe aggression taken too far as Viper now set up. Scout! That flash, Ring of Frost, and ring around the Rosie. Top Esports. No pockets full of posies for this team, down uninhabitable if Scout is still alive in the play.
At this point, too, I mean, this is even a choice by TS. They need to go for this, right? They cannot contest towards it. Scot-free without using it, but look at the opposite side of the map. Viper and Mako also pushing a tier 2 for free.
That's absolutely free, and Viper should be able to get this. No one from Top Esports is backing away, and everyone was just spotted on the map as Viper doesn't care. The next wave coming through. Lyric, Top Esports are still looking for a pick off the back of the play.
They will at least be able to find this Herald play on mid. They already have the wave. They have multiple members here, so this will be able to guarantee it. So it was 2 turrets for 2 turrets at the end of the day. They're even going to be able to get an extra charge onto this mid lane turret. So nice play coming out from TS to not overreact to the push coming out in bot. And heck, they get it! So actually coming up positive. Now EDG has already picked up all the turrets down in bot side, but had it been Scout up here, it works the same, considering you already have the setup you're looking at right now, because Jackie is going to be the big member right now in terms of burst damage to be able to come through for them to set them up, but actually Wayward, gonna look for Flandre.
What was that word you said, Lyric? Overload a lane. Look at Top Esports on the minimap. They're trying to get Flandre, but mid is open, so how quickly can they get the kill as Flandre tries to buy time? He's got flash, the charm not connecting. Everfrost does, though, and Knight to pick up the kill, but it's going to be a turret trade, and the map remains wide open for EDG. Around this inner turret, good Everfrost usage by Knight as Glacial Path won't be taken by Scout, but just putting the pressure.
Drake, so you're right.
Dragons.
Losing turret, giving over a bit of gold, but at the end of the day, thinking about it, right, it's pretty much a 1-for-1 in turrets. TS's whole portfolio is indexed more into like burst than it is into DPS, right? You have Lucian, you have Ahri as well as already not the highest damage mid lane.
Scout? Oh my god!
Oh, Scout!
I mean, the TP hasn't even come through. Scout just runs on in out of the side. That is a quick delivery from the man in the mid lane.
They're going to go potentially for a Baron play now. They're waiting around. Scout's already swapped over to the Smite.
Top Esports fighting this. As big slicing Maelstrom comes through. There's no exhaust for him, so Flandre helps Mako get that kill. EDG are pulled off the Baron. Might not get a chance to sing his praise. Wayward is on a ward. Knight is now on a ward. Top Esports are on the damn wards. And as EDG walk towards them, Flandre just helps solo kill Mark. It's a bit of assistance from EDG as Viper steps up to the plate, wants a piece of that one as well. And he's feeling...
I mean, we can already see the position coming out for EDG. Flandre, I wonder if he's going to try and come around the side, but Scout already finding a pick.
Again, what do you expect? Wayward aren't able to go to Meganar as Viper picks this one up, a root from afar by EDG. The Top Esports now a man down, the team fight engage not there. And Lyric, this is the Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, EDG are going to get this one for free. It looks like Top Esports maybe trying to bluff them heading up towards that top side, but they're not able to do anything, and EDG realize
they want him, but as they spot out the rest of EDG, Top Esports now wants to move 3 members in front for the picking. JJ going on in, no Cyclone available, but Tien's damage is just taken as Flandre with flash and slicing Maelstrom available. EDG looking for an angle as Tien is just out of the fight, but Mark left behind, flashes over. JJ still on the chase as Jackie now too, exhausted out, and Flandre will meet you over the wall. Jackie and Mark get shared a grave as EDG take their 10th kill in game number 1. And Top Esports, Lyric, still trying to fight here, but EDG have numbers advantage yet again.
EDG have numbers, but Wayward is incredibly close to getting that Mega. Would have ult available, so they need to be careful about going into choke point. But Scout coming in,
not
very
spotted out,
sneakily on the
not
backside.
spotted out, and guess where he's coming from? The Flash W, Knight rooted up, he goes golden, trying to buy his own space, but with the Spirit Rush, no, the max range auto from Viper, and Edward Gaming, what is it in playoffs that makes them such big chads?
What is going on? EDG wanting to once again pick up another summer title, wanting to go back to Worlds and defend is now Scout.
Trying at the very least, but the whole cavalry's here from EDG. Tien flashes over, but Viper is on the onslaught. Running alongside his jungler, Jej's return to the stage in the past 2 series has been well meta. Tien's trying his heart out, but Viper now with his 4th kill. EDG on their side of the map.
On the side of TES.
And look, he's got the Pope's Church Bell as well, so gives that a ring, and getting rid of the Charmers. Flash over the wall. Knight actually rooted up in response, though. Trying for a play is good for top esports, but so far behind still. And EDG adding another one into the mix in front of this Dragon Soul.
But at the end of the day, with Knight down, with the situation of the waves on the map, even just taking a turret, they know they need to leave.
You got to respect that first seed lyric. Never saying die. Knight with a flash play back there. But it's not enough. And EDG now with a Soul 31 minutes into this game. Cloud Soul with Sims.
All ultis are up once again.
And Flandre has the flash. Hasn't been spotted out. There's no Mega Nara in comparison as Tien needs a steal, but rooted up with the Glacial Prison and just dead. EDG turned back around to this Baron, and Flandre doesn't even have to lift his well for a bit of a charge. But EDG right now focusing on the inner and top. Gold is starting to...
So many tools to be able to just force this mid lane turret.
That's a Zeri W. Glad not to see it this game, but Siv's going to be doing the same thing as Wayward with a flank. But for EDG, they're walking forward, pushing top esports back, and Wayward's Meganar is now down. Viper just running at them in the base with no cares whatsoever. This delivery driver is looking for tips. A triple kill, an extra 20 bucks on the side. And Viper makes sure it's there within 15 minutes of the cooking time. As Lyric, all I can say about EDG is it might not have been an exciting back and forth, but it was dominant, it was pure, and it was bloody easy for them, opening up our double elimination.
EDG have just been... Looks like that might be what they're going towards. I mean, it works out so well, right? You already have a Silas in the mid lane, locking in this Jax up in top side, giving some more dimension to their composition as well. We've seen Jax isn't only one of the way some of these like lane matchups come out, not too much aggression early on, but JJ, really nice path going over the Rift Herald wall. And, I mean, it looks like it's set up.
And he's just used his slice and dice. I mean, Wayward has one more, at least dodging away. With the Wraith already down, but JJ flashing in. Permafrost is 2 more autos away. Flandre just needs to help out, but it resets. Now, is Scout going to come on up, or is Tien going to get the flip around onto Flandre? His Counter-Strike is available when he starts turning it around, and Scout finally joins in, and yet again, Scout is the difference with first blood over to EDG. Flandre getting out, and Scout is carrying games. Knight is a level 4 Akali lyric as Chain Lash help. And EDG yet again are showing a huge discrepancy in skill over top esports, who are meant to be our first seed. I just don't understand it.
Both teams, though, going to want to contest this Herald, and Wayward having the dominance available. Renekton incredibly strong now.
Let's hope I pull back that Comet Cyclone comes through. Viper hitting on the backline over top. He wants a solo. Viper looking for his adoration as it's JJ to die first. Flash away for the Draven, but Knight's on in. Denied his cash in. And you know what? An instant cast occurs. So I feel like looking a little bit more aggressively than he was before with that CC chain. And guess where we're coming back to? The Herald that was never taken. We're fighting over it again. That's more like it as Tien ulti's up for a double, but now with the Whirling Death, he's getting low. It's a double Cyclone as EDG have been CC'd forever. And Wayward coming in to help his brother in the mid lane. Knight getting low, but surviving, kiting it out. They want Knight so badly, but they're willing to potentially lose the game for it. Top esports, welcome to the series.
But at least the 9 golden experience coming out for Viper and taking a ton of these plates with Herald dropped. Might even just be able to raise his turret outright because Jaculev's still trying to get this damage on the board.
I mean, they're getting it down nicely. The Winter's Blow come through, the passive easy. There's the Ultra Shock, and Jaculov speeds it up. Tien, though, under turret, stays too long. It stays standing as there's no cash in still, but Mako with the quickness, chasing after a Zeri. Cleanse comes out, knock up there, but Concussive Blows needs one more. Lyric, we're 15 minutes in. And even though we've seen these plays through lane, it's all been lane focused or on the Herald, as I have to pause the train of thought because Tien is going deep in enemy territory. He's got Mark by his side and EDG, even in a 2 versus 3, just knowing Jackie Love's nearby.
JJ is just doing his Raptors right now. I want to take a second to look at itemization because Knight actually going to go with Riftmaker. Okay, that was...
All Flandre had to do was swing in and say, stay there.
Still, one ulti for one ulti, but Top Esports!
A mistake! Ultra Shock Laser over the wall, and Wayward doesn't care now as they jump on in. Top Esports grouped up, but his return from EDG going to come through. Flandre and Scout at the forefront, but Flandre about to die. Knight jumps on in for that one as the Shuriken Pip connects, but EDG move under turret. They'll be safe.
You know, get through laning phase, unlike last game, we have a lot more confidence going into mid-game is Viper!
Speaking of Viper, yeah, he's caught out. Tien under turret, one more step, but saving Private Viper! JJ, you absolute hero! Tien drops down, Ultra Shock Laser, no! No, Zeri, please, we can't take it anymore.
Come out from Viper, but bam! Zeri W. It just follows you anywhere you go.
It does. 426 magic damage as JJ now caught out as well. The stun up, the Brom passive doing work as Wayward onto the next target. They don't even want to think about JJ anymore. Top Esports are on the
track. Have top tier 1 turret. Not going to translate into any objective.
Eric, the goal just smashed out at 5k. I literally was just talking about it. An extra 1,000 added into the mix. 2 dragons now as well. I'm glad you pulled this up. I have to ask you how EDG can game one from Jackie Love. And when we're talking about gods of the bottom lane, how fitting is it that in our double elim, our top 4 of the LPL for summer playoffs, we get one of each here.
Before TES, definitely not wanting to replay the memories of last year's summer playoffs in your head.
Close to getting towards Worlds. Might have to pause on that story time as EDG are defending their own jungle, but that's because Mako and the TP comes in. Top Esports are going to get flanked, but you look at the damage already coming out and the fact that TES haven't been aggressed on. Flandre looking for a pick himself as Wayward. Does so much damage to Mako. Jackie Love gets over the wall. His ulti comes out and they don't have enough at this point. Flandre going to be next on the menu, boys, as Jackie Love flashes for good measure. A double kill for the Zeri while Wayward now plays with the rest. Scout is looking for the X2 on Knight, but he's over the wall. Draven, he cashes in, but at this point, the economy is screwed, Lyric.
Once again.
And the damage, as you said, is going down pretty quick. Jackie Love poking them out on the other side as Flandre is going to be able to get objective bounty. As that goes down, we're waiting for the TP, but he's backing instead. Top Esports are not slowing down, though. As Knight, you're pointing out, we're going to see this massive flank coming through. They're committing to the 50-50. Baron Jeje in the back of the pit. Baron goes down to Top Esports, and the kills will pursue. Everyone in the blink of an eye is crashing in heat as Flandre is getting poked.
Wasn't how it should have been. Come out differently in Game 2, have a different draft, change their bans, and able to show they are also able to take a dominant game against EDG. This one should be pretty much done and dusted. Having Baron being on sole point, should be able to truck through to the base.
And it's crazy. After the Herald fight, it feels like for Top Esports, they've been in charge the whole time. Kind of like how EDG were. Maybe a little scrappier, maybe a little bit more bruisery. They're going to make the hard push, Lyric. EDG were going towards the Dragon, but Top Esports are taking the outside track towards the base. The third inhibitor down, they've got the Baron minions. EDG can't stop this. It's a teleport towards the Nexus turrets. The first one is going to drop as TES are looking for the fight to end it. Now EDG are here to play, but our first seed is burning them down. GA comes through, but EDG used everything to kill Jackie Love. Jet running away from the rest of the fight, but TES have gap closed for days as Wayward runs in with a flash, and Viper has been gapped in this game. He's the last one standing for good reason. Top Esports, Lyric, are finally here to show up as our first seed in double elim.
Huge scrappy performances coming out from them. They go with this Renekton and this Akali. They're looking for these fights early on. They don't. There's no way, right? You go up towards stock considered pick, and they do. They lock in the Lissandra. So supplementing their team fight even more rather than, trying to set up for camps and look for a fight where we feel strong.
Cool. Smite comes in. Ultra Shock Laser for once not able to take a steal. This is going to be the third plate, but this time given over to JJ. Glacial Path going to be taken, but Knight doesn't go any further. Flashes over. Knight gets Mako. His flash was burned earlier, and he's getting revenge for Scout finding Classy.
Speed up to be able to close that gap. So overall, nice play. Now TS going to look to transfer that pressure to mid.
With a ganking 80 carry as well. He's moving on in. Glacial Path taken, and Scout is just CC'd for days. Jakilov gets an early kill on Zeri yet again in Lyric.
Just once again pushed in the mid wave, so feels like a hard ask for EDG to contest. TS
Gale
EDG
Force
might be walking into a trap.
I mean, Viper does have item and serrated Dirk, so if he's able to get out of this one, Top Esports could be in trouble for the turn, but look who's coming down. Knight from behind. Ultra Shock Laser doesn't connect as Tidal Wave might turn it around in an instant. Tien almost there for the Wild Growth, saving his life. They have to commit the flash. Viper running forward on the rest is Zeri, not in the position to carry. And there you go. Big bad Viper. His damage earlier on. And Lyric, EDG actually getting something back with a 4-man mid push that Knight is struggling to defend.
It doesn't look like he'll be able to. He actually might go down.
Engage, knockback, can't ulti. That CC layering from EDG was clean.
But look at Flandre on the opposite side. Just forced the flash, but I think he gets away. So nice allocation of members by EDG. Put your tank down in bot side. He's not as vulnerable to those dives. Look for that play on mid. And Wayward not even having time to threaten turret on top side.
Oh man, EDG coming back into this one as Wayward is just crossing over, goes immune, but culling at melee range. Viper running into him. There's the Nami ult again. Mako and Viper, the goal to the bottom lane return.
Even knowing they could shake. EDG gonna be the team to pick up the dragon.
Somehow, some way, I mean, that was just crazy. Such a good angle from Knight. I was getting deja
In the fight and use Cyclone.
The fact that it was so close, again, crazy. Dragon goes down, but we come back to live. And there's going to be another outer turret taken by EDG. Mid, top, now down. It's nice that it's so close, you're right. Especially when Top Esports are going to climb back some of the gold that I was just talking about with mid going down as well. Lyric, this is your moment. You got to tell me more about that composition because I asked before, you got interrupted by a replay. Oh,
I mean, right, both teams wanting to look for these 5v5s, but you know, we might actually have to wait for the pick to come
he's
through.
TPing!
It does!
He was just TPing. Knight with the unluckiest timing. He's going to self-ult, but he's in the middle of everyone. That is a bummer.
I mean, Scout would be able to push us in and hit freely. That one would just go down. And they have been able to keep control mid because of the strength coming from Viper and Mako.
Just heading forward whenever he wants. Culling onto the end. He flashes away, but it's in a straight line. Viper! Again, the snake strikes.
Just the amount of distance you can travel, right? Gale Force plus calling. Lucian might be a short range.
Down. The later this goes, it would be beneficial.
I feel like it's just going to depend on how we see teamfights set up. Because once again, I feel like EDG kind of more indexed into burst with things like the Lucian. You have, you know, decent amount of damage to the mid lane coming out from the Swain that is sustained. I need to,
yeah, Flash does come through and he's getting the true damage. We've got one more here as that hurts so much. Flandre about to get solo killed. He's already burnt everything and Wayward flashes the emote in our top.
It's not going to be the play coming out from TES to try and contend with this. But looking at setup, things like setup later on, right? I feel like TES are going to lean heavily in potentially having to enter or like contest objectives through sides with the pressure that way down. Had Tien not been chunked so low beforehand, that could have been the difference maker. And it looks like they're going to set up for it once again.
Might be caught out. Culling going to hit him up. That's an easy pick. While Top Esports are picking the left side to make their flank. You were talking about Lyric. Mark is on the right.
Oh, wait, they're going to walk into them.
Well, maybe not, but Scout's going to go golden in the nick of time. Now the problem is with the Glacial Path Knight still going in. He's ulti, but he's in the middle of 5 people, relying on Jakilov when he's an item and a half down. Top Esports going out the bloody way, but can need a work, turn it back over. Glacial Path not taken as Jakilov gets pulled in. That tight corridor given over, and our 2021 world champion.
Nuisance, because they know members of EDG are low after that fight, but my God, they're doing this so fast, it looks like they should be able to guarantee it. They do have Smite on.
But EDG came for the turret, and they're not leaving until it's
picked
down.
up. They're ringing farm. They didn't feel. They didn't feel too pressured.
They didn't.
But my God, TS now. TS are definitely feeling the pressure.
Are they going to be able to put up a fight at this point? I feel like someone's just going to die. This top E continues to be their strength.
And I feel like we've gotten to the point. Oh my
Knight
God,
goes
Knight!
in. Viper flashes out. That's double summoners out at least here as double soldiers comes through. Wayward off on a flank. A chance to have a top Esports as Jakilov has his ulti and is
Viper's
escalating.
down.
Viper is dead. You're right. Tien helps get that shut down as Jakilov jumps on in. Zeri unleashing the fight, but JJ wants to stop him with Call the Forge God as well. Flandre and JJ saving heads. Top Esports with 3 down, and even with Viper dead, Lyric, it ain't enough.
No, and now EDG, they're sending JJ to be able to take the dragon. They're pushing through mid. Probably even just going to turn to bot inhib here and not look for too much more. Mark and Knight not really having anything available to dissuade or stop this push coming out from EDG.
Double inhibitor then. That's what's going to be taken. Top Esports clearing out the mid wave and not looking, feeling pretty good here as EDG look to continue their run, Lyric, and time after time again, man. With the series win, and EDG right now are looking to deny it. Might only be game number 3, but they're going to take it to match point as Tien walks up and Viper does the same. This Lucian is taking names as the flank from Knight could be everything. No tidal wave. Viper running into him in the 1v1. Viper is going to take his name instead. Knight made the flank, and Viper makes him pay. In the back line, he Culling's out for his double, as Wayward now needs to carry the network. Almost kills him, though, with Zeri as well, and Gwen off the rim. This is going to be a scaling battle. Flash forward from Jaculov, going after Viper, onto JJ. The Renan's big, but Flandre stepping on up. Aqua Prison, Jaculov about to die, but that's denied too. Viper's dead, and Zeri is doing Zeri things again. Jaculov running with the rest of his team, but Mako's next, and Lyric, Top Esports will not be forgotten yet. Free stand within a fight. It's going to be a big deal if you can do something like that again. Let's not forget Wayward as well, Lyric. His ultimate is getting near half HP territory for someone like Viper as Knight's been caught out. Knight has been caught out. We were just highlighting Top Esports as Glacier Path to be taken, but called Fort God hits max range, and Viper,
he's gone!
2 shots him. Top Esports have lost their mid laner, and their top laner's caught out too. I don't think a Needlework can save that as he misses the last. Culling gets him down. TES,
they're gonna go for the end!
Happened, Lyric?
They're getting caught out, now they're getting pinched!
Okay, now they're pinched, they're trying to turn it around onto the fight. Jaculov is the only one left standing, but they all turn heads. Top Esports throw any semblance of a return in this game away, and EDG it's back to square one with Viper telling us to remember his name one last time. In this game number 3, Lyric, they'll move to match point, and Edward Gaming are one step away from returning to the semi-final and returning closer towards their Worlds 2022.
30 seconds earlier, Top Esports had given us hope. They'd given us the hope that they could start taking these fights, and then out of nowhere, after a replay, Knight getting caught out inside. Happy that we got the Knight Silas. When your match is on the line, why go towards something where you're like, maybe this works better here, when you can be like, no, this has been my best champion. You know, like, put me in, coach. Let me try and have this chance.
To the riff for game number 4, and Top Esports try and take us to the 5th and final game. With an invade, maybe they can do it. There's an ignite down as well. Exhaust, excuse me, is over the wall. Double flash, everyone committing. JJ gonna die here, but to who? Auto attack, and Mark gets it in the end.
Yuumi taking. They're gonna go right now. Knight. The ultimate actually just timed out. It's not going to be available.
And look, JJ's in as well. That's a flash from Flandre on top of Knight, though. He's stunned up. Double stun with Jaculov off on the wing. That Yuumi ult massive here. The Scout's getting targeted down, and Wayward picks up the first kill. Low health bars as Viper can play around with that. And JJ comes in for the steal. Not much. Top Esports. Back up if need be.
I was going to say, you look at the minimap, you see where JJ is. There's really no chance of them collapsing on this. It would be very easy for Jaculov and Mark to match that roam over from bot side in time. Speaking of bot side, Knight making his way down now, so Viper and Maker.
We were talking about some of the speed ups, and again, I just don't have time, do I? Tien's just back again, ready to slam his face with an ulti. He misses Mako, but Maker might have to burn a flash to get out alive. Wild Growth comes first, but Knight now spotted on the horizon. Is it too late for this Lulu? Knight might be saying yes with him. Skonda ducked in, down, will drop. And Knight picks up the kill. 3-0 for Top Esports. This time it's going to be 30 seconds in front of the Dragon as they find that pick in this game.
And both teams just prioritizing this bot side so heavily that this Herald's now been up for quite a while, and oh my god, JJ.
They're just walking the wrong way. Everfrost, very ulti. Sparks ready, Knight. And Spark for Knight, a 2-0 on the silence.
Both teams committing to play around the bot side. And then final chapter going to come out from Mark. Knight can come in on if they can secure deep wards, choke EDG out of vision, and bring Knight in on those flanks. They'll be happy.
A bit of an engage with the run that they've had now. We return to Summoner's Rift. Sorry for the pause, folks, but don't worry. We're getting some aggression to make up for it as here we go. Engage over the wall. Even the observer didn't see that coming. Tian just comes out of nowhere. It's a good shuffle, though, from Scout to buy the space. And Lyric, this is what you're talking about.
Fine, but now Top Esports threatening another dive.
We've come back out of the pause, and players like, man, we're awake now. Chair off the recline, and Wayward is ready to body Flandre. You can see over the wall the threat is there as Lyric in a turret goes down 2. One match.
And kind of keep them at bay. Or Top Esports regroup. Get the solid push down that mid. Get 2 cursing it?
I don't know. Well, look, maybe. But Mako is walking in blind
Oh,
here.
we're not cursing
what
it.
What tells you Wild Growth's going to be used by Knight, at least taken away. He solo kills amidst the whole team. TP in from EDG as Knight has to deal with the rest of them. Trying to take out Viper on the way. He gets the Immortal Shield Bow opportunity to blast into a Game 5. But now his hijacks down as Wayward is going into Mega. Now this is Scrappy. They're trying to turn on him. Knight comes in for the flank. Everfrost is good value. He's going to buy time. Goes Goblin Viper's down. The god of EDG is dead. Jackie Love flashes forward into Scout. This Shiver
is... as Wayward making his way back as well.
Not going to end with the Hex Gate on the enemy side. Flandre's there as well. Knight spots him out. All members of EDG here as Knight steals away the Crescent Guard. Wayward's joined in, but there's no Mega Naba. Keep note of that as EDG try to deny the soul, but for Top Esports, they turn for the fight to take us to a game number 5. Knight now on top of Flandre, trying to carry on his famous Silas. Jej's down. No jungler. That's free soul as Jackie Love returns to the conversation. We've been talking up Viper, but now it's Jackie's turn once again.
Jackie Love on, the Sivir is able to show up, and now for TES, they got the Baron, they got the Soul, they can push down the base, they can look to bring us to that Game 5.
Game 5 against our first seed versus our world champions. Top Esports wanting that world seed badly. You have seen EDG run through the bracket, but with the debut today, Top Esports show us that first seed demands respect. In the battle of gods in the bottom lane, we start talking about Jackie again. And that Game 5. Give us something, the Talia here, Lyric, and he's going to try and get around early.
So going to be able to bring some damage, right? Talia, ever since the pseudo rework comes in, is a champion who brings...
response play is. Looks like he was spotted on a ward in Pixel Brush for the time being.
Yeah, and the ping's coming down now for the side of TS, not wanting to allow that opening for Tien to make moves down towards the bot lane.
And lock down the jungler. Pillar's good, but for Tien, he's level 4 versus level 5. Flash on in. First blood to Scout Lysandra yet again.
Actually now finally gone, but they've gotten enough work done to where they can drop the Herald and just get this first turret, committing Scout down to that bot lane to answer a wave. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if why he's gone towards it, because can't really see the logic there. Is EDG are going to try and get control over this bottom side. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds, but maybe even able to find a play in bot lane.
They're trying to poke them down first. Top Esports using Jackie Love as Viper just stepping up to mark. This is good damage. Splattered the Rune King getting effect, but over the wall, Scout comes on in. Locks down Jackie Love. EDG, though, can't finish the job. The counter punches. Jackie Love ults the wrong way in a Game 5. Wayward cleans it up, but now are they going to be punished? Flandre, his ult is bigger, and EDG step on up. Jackie Love, why? Our god tier 80 carry, Lyric, ulted the wrong way.
But EDG were able to take advantage. Heck, we didn't even need an ult to come out from Viper, and now going to be able to turn to the Drake, amassing themselves out pretty much a 3K gold lead. EDG in such a comfortable position in this early game.
Oh, man. EDG covered in clutch. Lyric here in this final game. And Lyric, I have to elaborate just a little bit here as we look towards mid lane and look towards a potential 3v2 with the TP coming in. EDG going to force this one out. Scout with the Glacial Path, lock it in. Jackie Love, he gets Mark instead. The root down, the pillar as well. Mark is hit hard. And Viper with his second kill. EDG are bringing the pace in this final game. In a turret, the value for Flandre, he's going to take that himself, Lyric. 600 gold.
EDG bot duo hovering over, probably taking Scuttle Crab to guarantee some safety.
True, so always a response from EDG. And look,
it feels really hard to force your way in.
Jej's getting low, but it's still a trundle, still with Smite. Top Esports move to the Dragon before it fully resets, but Flandre having the ulti. Weaver's wall's good. Jej on the wrong side of it, he gets flown into Dragon Pit. Tien with a one-man ulti, but they must kill the President, and down he goes. or at least the VP Lyric. Top Esports with a good force, and hey, that's the best out of the situation.
Flandre has TP, he's looking to back, and it looks like they still want to try and contest this fight. Wayward's Meganar is going to slowly time
Scouts
out.
on the ward. A Glacial Path is coming in, but it's not taken. EDG have grouped all on this side. Flandre on the same angle. Weaver's wall cuts them off. Viper ultis over. Seismic shove. Jeje knocked into it. Is the smite going to come through? And it's Top Esports to get the third Dragon. Glacial Path taken. Scout jumps on NTN ultis early. In game 5, Flandre gets in the middle, but he's exhausted.
Oh,
Mark saves Knight, and Top Esports are turning it around. Viper in the middle, but he's dead against the world champions. Top Esports, our first seed, are doing it.
Top Esports are pushing down what EDG have built up from this early game. Everything there was Knight. The seismic shove and the threat from Wayward. He was doing such a great job kind of juggling that rage bar to scare EDG off.
Early Lyric, this first seed who started off the series getting slapped in the ward, and Top Esports are pushing it aggressively in bot.
And look at all their vision behind them as well. They're going to spot out Scout wherever he goes in this side of the jungle. So he's opening up a position to be collapsed on, even though he thinks he's the one doing the collapsing.
Yep.
It's going to come from a unique angle, but
Tien's
even
there.
Tien trying to spot him out for now.
And look, they're moving back as well. Jeje going to try and slow them down, but it's only on Wayward. There's the Weaver's Wall. Scout's flank is turned back on him. It's a disaster as Tien chases after. All he needs is to kill Scout. And this guy is going to be doomed with the rest of his base following suit. The rest of Top Esports move into position.
Wayward steeping!
They want to kill him. Wayward wants to get revenge for last time. Throw up the emote, Wayward. The rookie in the top lane. Taking down a world champ. That's chat energy.
Wayward was subbed out in Top Esports last series of the regular season, comes back in and showing up. Viper doing his... And heck, right, we've been watching this whole game from EDG's point of view of them being in control as Wayward... Wayward, you've solo killed this guy. Okay, you almost solo killed this guy once. You don't need to be afraid of him.
Okay, Scout's actually going to get the root out, but Wayward's going into Meganar now for the team fight. Mako's caught out. Mako dead! Top Esports now with the numbers advantage. Tian goes in. EDG have lost top laner too. They're doing it, Lyric. They're doing it. EDG, our world champions, are getting knocked down by the Top Esports. Jeje's going to be next. Scout's up next. TES can feel the return to Worlds coming.
EDG, after they've been on such a tear.
Only once before have we had Knight at Worlds. Jackulov is a world champion. Mark and Wayward, fresh blood. Tien as well on FPX. Different rosters. We have Mako alive, but we know Top Esports are ending here. Our first confirmed world seed. Top Esports will be returning to the world stage for the LPL.
Great performance coming out from TES. Again, it was...